This is the beginning of my Slash No Prep drag car. Starting with just this chassis and a bunch of parts. And we're going to build it from scratch, no conversion from an existing Slash or a Bandit. We're just going to start from parts and figure it out as we go. Don't worry about parts. I'll put links in the description below. All right, so we're going to start with this bulkhead and this shock tower, and we're going to put them on and see what happens. So here's the shock tower. These things just come off. And then here is the bulkhead. Okay, the bulkhead will go down here and bolt in there and down there. And then this should bolt onto the bulkhead right here, like, oops, there's more pieces on here that need to come off. It'll bolt on right here, and this whole piece will go in there like that. One thing that makes this easier is having a really nice set of tools. This dynamite set is okay to start with, but you'll find you'll start stripping screws with it. So getting a nice set like this ProLine or ProTech set is really nice because they don't strip out as easily. Okay, so we're just putting these on. I also have a great big set of screws because we're not starting with a kit. There were no screws to begin with, so we had to improvise and buy our own screws. So the screw set is kind of expensive. Oops, this is going on backwards. The screw set is $30 for the screws, but they're all stainless steel, so they don't strip as easily and they don't bend as often as the factory screws do. Okay, so let's put this on the right way. Oh, that was the right way. This will be a little bit of a learning experience for me as well. I don't usually deal with two-wheel drive Slashes. I usually deal with a four-wheel drive Slash or with ARMA cars. So doing this without a kit on a brand new build on a platform I'm not familiar with should be interesting. I'm sure there'll be plenty of mistakes along the way, but that's what makes this hobby fun. Okay, so this is going to go in here just like this. And then we'll put screws in here to mount it. And then on the bottom, there's 3 more screws that'll go in. And those will secure the bulkhead to the front of the car. Now the shock tower here has, these are the body mounts that we're using. They're ProLine body mounts. And these will go up here so that the front of the car body gets mounted up here on top of the shock tower. So real quick, these screws are too long, so I'm going to take them out and put smaller screws in, and maybe we'll use these elsewhere. These stands, while they're not necessary, they're very helpful. Okay, this one is too big. Oops. Whoops. Okay, now let's see if it's too big. Yeah, we could probably use a shorter one. There's the bottom. Now we need the top, which is probably 2 of these. So let's find the other one. We'll get this one. Those look about the same. Okay, there we have it. The front bulkhead is on this car, and it's on it nice and solid. Now let's take a look at these A-arms. So these A-arms are going to go on. There's E-clips. And the way the E-clips work is... Nope. Okay. So the A-arms go on this way. Okay, and they just go on like this. And that's a little bit tight. Normally you want them so they're not going to be so tight, so they don't just sit like that. Otherwise you can have problems. So I'm going to go get some sandpaper so we can fix that. Now you don't want too much off. You just want a little bit. You want them just loose enough that they can slide freely. Let's see if that helps. It's still pretty snug. A little better. Again, if I was using Traxxas parts instead of aftermarket, I probably wouldn't have to do this. That feels better. It'll still be a little bit tight, but the weight of the arms, the suspension shouldn't let it fall freely now. There we go. That looks better. Okay, so now we're going to take this brace, okay, this is a fiberglass brace. They do make them out of aluminum as well. It's going to go here, and these will go in front of it or through it like this. So we'll go through here and then go all the way through, if I can get it lined up. All right, let's just get it through first. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let's get the first of those clips on. Probably should have done that before I did this. Okay, we have suspension arms, just cruising right along. Okay, the next thing we need to put on are these caster blocks. And what the caster blocks do is they allow us to put on the steering knuckles. Okay, so these are marked right and left. So you can't really see it on video probably, but this is R for right, and this one says L for left. So right one goes there, left one goes here, and it's gonna go on here. Let's see. I think, I'm not sure. All right, well, let's find the steering blocks and we'll see where they go. Seem to be missing a bag. Okay, I'll be right back while I find the bag. All right, so after looking long and hard, I do not see the caster blocks or the steering knuckles. So I probably will have to buy another set tomorrow. Fortunately, they're not too expensive. It's only a couple, $3. But there's some more parts I need to buy to finish the front end, such as on these axles. Where are the axles? Here they are. There's this pin that goes in here. I'll need to buy that. And I need to buy some bearings as well. So this will, or at least bushings, so that this doesn't wobble around in the steering blocks. So, and some more connectors like these. So I'll be doing that in the next day or two, and then we'll continue the build after that.